Hey
slams,
Theo,
they
what's
call
up?
them.
It's your bud John.
What's up, Johnny?
And Johnny,
Johnny.
totally gay best friend.
Praise
So,
God.
question for Bert. Given that Theo is in a 12-step program, and a big part of that program is acceptance and forgiveness, do you think that you would ever forgive Ari Shafir for unintentionally drugging you and giving you Molly? So, hope to hear back. Gang, gang.
It's a good question.
So now he said unintentional.
Yeah, that's.
I think that's where we differ. I think he was pretty direct in his intent.
Do you think he wanted to do it like do you think there's something in him that's like, I got to get a rise somehow out of things, and it doesn't matter what it is. It doesn't matter if it's like, just his vibe of humor with the Kobe stuff, or not just Kobe, but all of that, going to the edge, I got to douse my friend. I got to do this fire.
I think the two are separate. I'll say number one, I think Ari's always succeeded on those outer barriers of comedy, meaning really pushing the edge, really finding the boundary, and then jumping over it.
Yeah.
Case in point, the Kobe thing, I'm not going to go through Ari's list of the things that.
But even the picture of him naked on the stage, like he's always at the, always on the, he's on the dark side of the moon a lot of times.
Yeah, 100%. I do think there's a part of Ari that thought, if we do a podcast and I slip him a Molly, it's going to be the most epic podcast ever.
Yeah.
And everyone will talk about it for the rest of their lives. And I think that was a part of his thought process. But I do think that part of his intent was, this is going to be a blast. Bert's one of my best friends. Molly's not going to kill him. I'm going to give him Molly. We're going to get high. We're going to laugh. We're going to hang out all night. He didn't really calculate it. Like, he was like, I should have checked to see if his kids were in the other room. I should have checked to see
if he had to make dinner or something.
My wife was making dinner for both of us to have dinner with the girls, because my girls loved Ari.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, and he didn't check that I was flying that night. I was starting my tour that night. So there's a lot of things Ari didn't like check the boxes for. He just kind of did it, and it's super regrettable, because I still love Ari, and we're still friends. We text all the time. We talk on the phone. But like, if my daughter sees me texting with Ari, she'll take my phone. She fucking Georgia hates Ari. Leanne hates Ari, and that's what fucking sucks. And that I'll never release the podcast, because I just don't. I know for a fact Ari thinks it's epic, but I've talked too much about it. So if you watch it, you'd know too much about my feelings about what happened. As opposed, if I had never spoken about it and I just released it, it would have been. I mean, it would have. I think it would probably gone off without a hitch. But I talked about it so much that I feel like it's not fair to show. It's not fair to show Ari being somewhat insensitive to a friend who believes he was drugged and may die.
Right.
Because Ari's he's high and he doesn't care, and I'm freaked out and I'm having a panic attack, and you can definitely see all that. And I know Ari feels differently, but
will you one day put it behind a paywall, you think?
No. I mean, maybe one day, like,
release it as a movie.
Got to.
I mean,
he's got to.
I don't know. By the way, it's so crazy. Like, if you say you were like, oh, there's outtakes on Reservoir Dogs where they lose. Remember, there's outtakes on Lily Tomlin losing her mind on Dustin Hoffman or someone during a movie.
Mm-hmm. Tootsie, I think. Tootsie.
Yeah, something. And they were like, oh, I want to see that. And you, as a fan of podcasts, like, a perfect example, right? When you and Bill Burr did a podcast and everyone was like, bro, what the fuck happened there? Mm-hmm. I went right there, excited. I watched it. I didn't see what I think everyone else saw. Like, I just saw you and Bill hanging out. It didn't register for me the way it did for other people. Mm-hmm. But I ran right to it. I ran right to it. People were on Twitter, what the fuck happened with Bill and Theo? And I was like, Bill's one of my best friends. I've known Theo's one of my close friends. Like, I've known Bill for 20 years. I've known Theo for 15. Yeah. Like, I'm going here. For me, it didn't like razzle dazzle me. I can see what people were talking about. I can pick up on hints of it, but like, it wasn't what I wanted to see. So I know as a fan, the idea that you'd want to watch me get drugged. I'm just afraid, protective of Ari, that especially with all the Kobe shit that went down, that it wouldn't help
anyone. Really wouldn't help anyone.
Trust me, man. Had I released it and that Kobe shit gone viral, people would have grabbed that and it would have.
Here he is drugging a white guy.
I mean, dude, I'll tell you right now, when it happened, Dr. Drew said, just so you know, by you telling me this, I have to call the police. And I went, wow. Then I made it up. then I don't know what you're talking about. So if I put it out there, it would have been. I think it would have been a bad idea. Ari disagrees 100%. But
Wow. So Ari says put it out.
Ari wants it out so bad.
Wow.
Maybe I'll sell it to him one day.
There you go.